Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Nadeem Academy. Today we'll be talking about the sole proprietorship. What is the definition for sole proprietorship and what are the merits and demerits of sole proprietorship? First, take a look at the definition of sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is a business which is owned and managed by single individual. It's called sole proprietorship. So there are two important terms in this definition: ownership and management. So any sort of business which is owned and managed by only one individual, that is considered as sole proprietorship. Fine, that individual, suppose I have started a business as a sole trader, so now I'm the owner of the business and simultaneously I'll be managing the business. None other than me is going to help me out in the management of the affairs of the business. So that is considered as sole proprietorship. Now, what are the merits and demerits of sole proprietorship? Let me tell you one more important point, that sole proprietorship is quite famous and usually followed in South Asian context because people find out a lot of advantages in it. So first we'll take a look for advantages of sole proprietorship, and right after that we'll go for disadvantages. So to take a look, advantages or merits of sole proprietorship. The first one is easy and quick setup. As we know that for sole proprietorship, you need not to go and get it registered, or you need not to follow any sort of legal formalities. So it's quite easy and it's quick. Whenever you want, wherever you want, you can go and straight away start this business. Nobody is there to ask you or stop you from government authorities or from any other officials that you cannot set up, you cannot start this business. No, it's easy and quick to set up this business. The second advantage is no legal formalities. Simple. Suppose if you are going for the registration of partnership business, even that is also an optional, or that is also totally lies on the choice of the owner, but you need to follow Partnership Act 1932. But if you are going for the joint stock company, you'll have to follow Companies Ordinance 1994. But here, as a sole trader or the sole proprietorship business, you need not to follow any sort of legal formalities. So it's easy. Third one, small capital and expenditures. As we know that it's quite easy. If you have small capital, you do not have enough amount, you do not have millions and billions of the dollars, you can start this business. Fine. So you have the choice. If you have limited amount of the capital, you can simply go and start. There are various examples which are available in front of us, which the businesses which were started with the small capital, and expenditures are also less, because suppose you are starting a small retail store or retail shop. For that you need small capital and the expenditures will also be quite low. That is another merit of sole proprietorship. Independent choice of business. It's totally up to you. You are the owner. You will have to decide in which sort of business you are going, whether manufacturing, whether service, retailing, etc. It's totally up to you. You can decide about the business by yourself. Nobody is there to ask you. You are not answerable to anyone else as well. Then secrecy of the business. It's another important point. The people in the South Asia usually prefer to keep everything secret, especially related to the financial matters of the business. So it is another important factor that because you are the all alone individual owner, so you need not to disclose all the important documents or the amount or the finance or the profit to anyone else. No profit sharing. Simple. There are no partners. There are no other individuals with you in the business, so you need not to share your profit. You are the owner of all the profits. Now let's take a look for demerits of sole proprietorship. Limited capital, because you are an individual, and we know that being an individual, you might not have that much of the amount, like millions of dollars, to go and start. So that is why sole traders have usually limited amount of the capital. Then limited borrowing capacity, because it's a small business, so financial institutions usually focus on, or cannot give away the loans, debts, or the credit in a huge amount, because the business, the value, the worth of the business is not that high. So limited borrowing capacity. So being a sole trader, you can raise capital for the business, just limited. Fine. Limited skills and abilities, because there is only one individual who is managing the skills. As it is said that two are better than the one, it means more than one minds create synergy, but here that is not the case. So one individual has got limited skills and abilities. Unlimited liability. Unlimited liability is quite simple. You can refer back to the previous video of introduction to the joint stock company, in which I talked about limited and unlimited liability. Unlimited liability means, suppose I am a sole trader, I've invested my amount, and I went to the bank or the financial institution for the loan. Now, after a certain period of time, I was unable to pay back the loan. Then my personal properties will also be sold to pay back the loan. Then lack of continuity. So it totally depends on the sole trader. Sole trader anytime can go and close it, but here in this point it is being discussed that the life of individual is also limited. If someone dies, that business cannot continue for the long run. Then inability to avail economies of large scale. As we know that huge businesses or big businesses are going to get economies of scale. Economy of scale is actually the reduction in the average costs. When you go buy the raw materials or you go buy the different stuff for the business, you get discounts, you get different sort of leverages. But in sole trader, you are going to buy or purchase in limited amount, limited quantity, so you won't be able to get that much of the discount or economy of scale. You won't get benefit of this. So dear friends, I hope you understand sole proprietorship, its merits and demerits. So like, comment and share this video. Subscribe my channel and don't forget to click the bell icon for upcoming videos. Thank you very much.